and this is TurnSmart TV. We are here to uplift, encourage, and honor people all over this beautiful world. I'm here today again with Miss Cherry Bomb. I was called to have this discussion with Cherry Bomb. My clients are so interested in this I'm not a hoe thing. So I'm here, I'm waiting for my guests, and I'm waiting for Miss Cherry to show up, and this is going to be an awesome, awesome talk.
Wow, the motto that hard dick and hard work don't mix. Wow. Now, by that I mean this. Who yelled out why? Star. Okay, should have known. It's okay. I'll give everybody a chance to identify themselves. But I live by this. Now, this is not for married people. This is not for people looking for love, because my ideology and love don't go together. But for me, for those of us who are looking for money, and for those of us who are not, don't even know what we're looking for, how about that? I'm gonna just tell y'all need to be looking for money. When I say hard dick and hard work doesn't mix, in my world, I will never punch a clock. I will never stand on my feet. I will never sit at a desk. I will never take orders or give orders or do anything for 8 hours, 12 hours, however many hours a shift is. I don't know. I never really had a job. But with that being said, I will never do any of that and come home and do his 8 hours or his 12 hours or whatever it is he requires. Because in my opinion, to be a good woman, you have to be submissive and be basically a servant. I have a personal assistant. When she hands me water, she takes the top off. I feel like that's what you do to your man, because when I hand him water, I take the top off. When I give him a piece of gum, I take it out the wrapper. When I hand him his food, his steak is cut up. When he gets out the shower, I lotion him. So I'm not going to do all of that and punch a clock. Now, if you have a career that you love, that you have educated yourself for, and you worked really, really hard, and it's a rewarding career, and you ain't still struggling to make ends meet, then fine. Find a way to juggle your man and your career, because you worked hard for that and you deserve that. And I don't say to give it away for no man. But if you are one of those women that just got a job, and you just struggling to rob Peter to pay Paul, then what do you look like after you done took a train, a bus, and a transfer here and there, and worked on your feet all day to come home and listen to Tyrone and handle Tyrone requests? Now that's what hard dick and hard work don't mix equates to. So don't get it confused. If you're married and you're working and you have a husband and y'all are working together to build your future, strong J. Keep it moving. That does not apply to you. Do not come for me until I call for you. But if you are, and nobody has to admit this, working hard, you got student loans, you got bills, you got debt, you got wants, you got wishes, and then you steady fucking Eric on the side, and Eric don't do nothing for you, he gotta go. Because that's hard dick and hard work. And the times in my life where I did have to fend for myself, I was celibate. You know why I was celibate? Because it strengthened me. It gave me clarity, and it made me get up and get out there and do what I had to do to make them ends meet. Because dick weakens us. I don't care how strong you think you are. Dick weakens us. Dick even weakens me.
I disagree.
You want to add to that?
I'm saying, you know, it's just like you go into an idea and a situation with your mind clear, with a task, and you know what you going in there for, what you gonna get out of it, what you gonna do. And then when it's good, it's just like you don't know what the hell you here for now. And you see the real him. He's a dummy, but he got the good dick, and you're like, why am I with him?
You know what? You know a good dick equal? Good dick need a ride. Good dick needs something to put in his neck.
I sometimes feel like you just don't have it open.
Good dick needs shit. Good dick ain't never got his life together. You know what I do when I get some good dick? I run. I got to get the fuck up out of there. Because I ain't putting a goddamn prepaid in my name. I want Rich in a room for the night. I'm sorry. This is not a team effort. I'm not helping you help me. No. My advice to women searching for good dick, run first, run. Because good dick will fuck up your life, your friend's life, because you be like, girl, please let me use your car. Please let me use your car unless you are rich and you are all the way together and you all your ducks in a row and you ain't trying to do nothing. Good dick is a luxury item. Good dick is like a good bag. You get it when your shit is together. You don't get it when the bills is due. Because you will just be at home with a good bag and a good dick like, Lord, God, shit off. You're going to be in the dark. No. When your shit is together, when you can take care of you, when all your stuff is paid, then you go get you some good dick. Because you deserve some good dick because you don't work hard. but use good dick like you use a treat. It's a treat. It shouldn't be part of your everyday schedule. Because it will fuck your life up. You can't even get your shit together. You be late for shit that don't even have no reason to be late for. You be calling off this shit. You be taking this nigga on vacation and shit.
It's like Ivory, anytime. Oh, the train was late. It's ice on the third rail. Why can't they stop the train?
I mean, you done married the good dick? Oh, I be like, your life is going life is
Like, that was my...
Oh, you married your mirror?
Yeah, absolutely. Like, that's my best friend. And I feel like we are very clear on my marriage. Like, if this don't work out, it'll be... I have another nigga I can marry.
Well,
he got another nigga.
Listen, that's when you send out the memo. Hey, hoes, I was just playing. It was a joke. This was a trip.
The truth is, because people know
how long you gonna give it?
I mean, we've been together 9 years, and I still have hoes. And this, the funniest thing is,
well, now that y'all married,
no, hold
have
on.
you been going hoes? Because you don't look like you think going hoes.
That's the issue.
You can write me a note if you don't want to.
No, I'm gonna say here, but I feel like that's why I think me and him really click, because I know who I married, and he know who he married. We married because we have a family, we are stable. It just seems to work. Now, if someone comes and they can take him and he's happy there, so be it. But you have to realize you still have a lifestyle that we live here. Like, you have to maintain this too. If you're going to bitch that want to do whatever they want to do with you, by all means do it.
I see you with a lot of gold. You know, the price of gold is up, so. Y'all all right. Y'all all right.
Y'all all right. I don't know.
No, but you know what? That's funny she says that, because first of all, I believe in date your twin. I also believe in know who you marry or know who you're in a relationship with. A lot of women are in denial. You know, so let's just say I was dating a guy and his girlfriend or whoever calls me. My first question to her is, you don't even know this nigga? You ain't know this nigga wasn't shit when you got with him? Because if my guy were to cheat on me right now, first of all, cheating's not a deal breaker to me.
It's not. Oh.
But in the event that he did cheat and he was messy enough for some woman to contact me, I have 2 questions. A, did you wear rubber? B, did he give you some of my money? If the answer to both of those is yes, he wore rubber, and no, he did not give me no money, then carry on. Carry on. Don't disrupt my day. Thanks to you, I'm going to buy something new. But other than that, life shall go on. Other than that,
Cherry, why do you think cheating shouldn't be a deal breaker?
Because, okay, I don't want to get too deep on y'all because this is just a casual conversation. But how do I want to tackle this? Should I tackle this biblically? Should I tackle this historically? I believe that marriage and monogamy is something that was instilled in a black man from slavery. I believe that men were not built, genetically, they are not supposed to be monogamous. In any Bible, in any form of religion you look in, men are allowed to have more than one wife in every religion. So as far back as slavery, as far back as the caveman time, men have had more than one wife. Now, unfortunately, in our social standard and environment, they have taken that and run with it. In the Bible and the Quran, it has structure. But in this world, it has no structure. They digging every Susie, Karen, and Stephanie that'll open their legs. But that's not how it was crafted. But if you just go back to the basis of a man, he is meant to roam. He is meant to plant his seed. He is meant to replenish the earth. And he is meant to be with more than one woman, unfortunately. Once the slave days was you know, crafted, there were the slave owners that wanted to control the population of the slaves so that they couldn't have an uprising and take over, which makes sense. So if I allow you to sleep with every single person out here, then it's going to be more slaves than masters times 10. Y'all going to have an uprising and take over. So they instilled this logic in them that they should be with one woman, they should get married, and they encouraged them to get married and be with one woman, and that way it was a level of control. It was a form of controlling the population and to keep them from uprising and taking over the slaves. So now that's carried on with us for each generation. But a man's still a man. A man is a hunter. He goes out, he hunts, he seeks things. So cheating for me is not a deal breaker because it is A, his natural instinct, and B, it's not what you do, it's how you do it. So if you out here and you raw dogging everybody and there's a chance that you are going to take my life with your cheating, that is a deal breaker. But if you are practicing safe sex and it's not getting back to me and it's not affecting my life, first of all, I'm not looking for it. I don't go through phones. I don't check Instagrams. I'm not an Instagram stalker. I don't check emails. I don't look for things. Because I'm going to tell y'all this. If you ever find a number, it's 3 things. He either is fucking her, has fucked her, or he's going to fuck her. So you don't have to call her. Because those are that's your answer right there. So don't look for what you don't need to know. If everything in your life is fine, if your bills are being paid and all your needs are being met, mind your motherfucking business. So half the time cheating wouldn't affect you if you wasn't playing investigator. Because it's not what you do, it's how you do it. So if you have a man respectful enough to hide it from you, to still be home on them holidays, to still make it home by whatever time is appropriate in your household, to still meet all your sexual, physical, financial, emotional, mental needs, mind your motherfucking business. Stop looking for stuff. Because it's there. Even a bookkeeper got a man. They got another woman on the side. All men cheat.
I don't believe in monogamy. I tell my friends all the time, I don't believe that men can be.
The reason to me that women don't cheat so much, like if you look at us anatomically, everything with a woman is in. So we absorb everything. So even when a man has sex with us, he enters us. He leaves something within us. Everything with us is inside. Everything with a man is external. So they can detach. We can't detach. So that's why cheating doesn't really work for us once we're in love with somebody. Because we get connected to every single person. You know, and if you think about your friend that sleeps with a whole bunch of dudes, she probably usually crazy. Because each man she's laid with has left his spirit with her. He's connected to her. He's inserted himself in her. And he's left something with her. So it's so many different personalities and people inside of her that she's usually cuckoo. Men, they detach. They leave everything right there where it's at. And they can go right on with their lives.
As if they never slept with you before.
Exactly.
It's crazy.
I just met a man and he told me about everybody I knew. And he was like, I know this girl. Oh, I know your friend. And I slept with one of her friends. I said, what do you mean? But he remembered that my friend had light eyes. But he couldn't remember the name of the girl he slept with that was her friend. What does that say? Like, and unfortunately, that's how most dudes are. Because the woman who he slept with was far more insignificant than a woman that he just met casually who had light eyes. And he remembered her. But could not remember the name of the woman that he slept with. So that just goes to prove that men detach. They're like a plug. Once they pull out, it's no more power going through them. You know, so that's why I don't hold it so serious when a man cheats, because it's not what you do, it's how you cheat, how you do it. So if you just sleep with this girl that you met at Starlet's and that's it, we ain't got nothing to talk about. We have nothing to talk about. But when you start forming attachments and other relationships and you got another household, now that's a fucking problem. Do not get it twisted. That's a fucking problem. That's beyond a deal breaker. You know, so it's just, I tell people, you know, what worked for me, it might not work for you. You might not can't handle cheating. I'm very confident. I know who I am. And it takes a hell of a woman to take something from me. So a piece of pussy ain't gonna take what belongs to me. So it don't mean nothing to me. And as long as your piece of pussy didn't interrupt any scheduled programming over here, well, I don't got nothing to talk about. I tell, in my latter years, I have not, for some strange reason, I think they heard about me, so they don't really call me or talk to me. They ain't really that bold. But when I was young, they used to try me. They used to call me. They used to text me. They used to, I think one girl showed up. But, you know, she was the last. But, you know, the moral of the story is, you know, they don't really come for me like that. But if and when they do, you know, I'm just real clear about some things. I have my 2 questions. If the 2 questions go the way I want them to go, the conversation is over. If, God forbid, the questions don't go the way I want them to go, it's not too much a woman can tell me about mine. I'm on his team. I'm always on his team. I fuck girl power. I ain't with girl power because girls don't pay my bills. So I don't do girl power. I usually know who I'm in a relationship with from the gate. I'm not in denial. I don't think my pussy is going to make him change. I don't think my looks are going to make him change. I don't think I could love him into submission. Because men usually stop cheating when they just get tired. They either get old, get sick, or get tired. It is nothing else. And I'm so sorry to be the bearer of this bad news. You got the best head. You got the tightest, hottest, wettest box in the world. You can cook chicken and bake pies from scratch. You could be fucking Martha Stewart and fucking sew curtains. It doesn't matter. You can know the score on every team. You could go to the draft with him. It doesn't matter. You can have a fucking distillery and brew beer in your fucking garage. It doesn't matter. He's only gonna stop when he's ready. That's right. And usually they just get tired. It's really nothing else. They just get tired. So yeah, again, cheating's not a deal breaker. Doesn't move me. It's not what you do, it's how you do it. So if you're possibly bringing disease through my door, that's a problem to me. Because I have done some numbers and I didn't catch no diseases. I damn sure ain't about to lay up in here and wait for you to bring me one. So that doesn't work for me. Babies don't work for me. I'm not staying with a baby. No. I'm not taking nothing you didn't come into this relationship with. I don't criticize those who have or do, but that's just a deal breaker for me.
What are ways that we can, you know, understand these guys' personalities? Like, what are some like games or, you know, maybe some type of strategy so we can know what we're dealing with from the door?
I don't really play any other game except how much you gonna spend. So with that game, how I usually lay the foundation for that. I ask immediately. People always want to know how you get to do that. I ask immediately. There's no waiting period. There's no fucking probation period. I ask from the door. If I meet you at what's this thing up here that I go to? Ricardo's. I meet you at Ricardo's and you walk over to my table. You bold enough to walk over to this table. Who check is on you? I don't care if it's 15 people at that table. You shouldn't have walked over here.
I've done that so many times. If you feel like you can talk to me, then you feel like you can pay the check. Exactly. You're looking like I'm crazy.
Do not interrupt me.
He should be generous. Take the check.
Exactly. Do not interrupt me. You see me with my girls eating. You obviously want to feed us. Right. Hey, dinner on Bob. So what happens? So what will happen is I'll give a guy a few minutes. You know, I'm not just totally a bitch. So I'll give a few minutes. We'll do the name, the where you from, and after I see that he's interested and engaged and he wants to carry on the conversation, how about you and I get another table, and you're gonna treat the ladies since you took my time from them. Now. His next move gotta be his best move because it's going to be his very last move. I don't give a fuck how cute he is. I don't care what he got on. I don't care how good he smells. If he don't pass the first test, he's out of there. So if he says no problem, hey, we got a new boyfriend. It's y'all new brother. It's y'all new brother. Right there, I take possession. One of my friends today told me I take possession. I'm very territorial. I didn't know that, but I think it makes me feel important and special. So maybe it works. So right then, I be like, ladies, I'm going to eat with y'all brother. Y'all go ahead. Everybody order what they want. He got it. Anyway, and then I'm on his from there. So that's one test. If you're in a club and you with two people and he says, what are you drinking? Before I tell him my drink order, hey Q, what you drinking? Hey Mina, what you drinking? We're drinking this, and this. If he's the brother that says, oh, I was just trying to talk to you. I ain't trying to buy your friends that drink. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. It was nice meeting you.
Exactly.
That's it. Don't make an exception. Because if you make exceptions today, you're going to make exceptions for the rest of your life. Absolutely. That's it. No exceptions. There can be no exceptions. I'll tell people to move with purpose. Move with what, go out after what you're looking for. So if you are like me and you're looking for a check, move for a check. Don't move for nothing else. If you were looking for love, then you might say, okay, he didn't buy my friends a drink, but maybe he didn't have it, and he's a good guy. I'm gonna get to know him.
Oh yes. So the guy said that on my page under, your picture under the thing,
the comments.
Yeah, the comments.
Wait, who are you on Instagram?
I'm me.
Me.
Golden Moore.
I thought you were.
Yes.
Hi. Go ahead.
So what he said was he want to date you. He's not trying to take your friends to the spot.
Yeah. Well, unfortunately, my friends are a package that first encounter. Because this is one thing, in fact, and two things for certain. Niggas come and go. I have had the same friends from the cradle to the grave.